one of the things that, as I talk to churches and I talk to church staff, one of the questions I get is, where do you find these people? And Matt, you are the mastermind behind finding people to bring alongside you. I've seen you do it. I've seen you go up to a perfect stranger, and then the next week they're like volunteering for missions. I don't know how you do it, but you are so great about finding people, and you have your own little way of doing it too.
Yeah, I'm a little much, is what my wife says. Thank you for that. That means a lot, because you are also a master at it. I think that I don't know that I was so strategic. This book is great strategy. By the way, this book is mostly Michelle, and I just tell stories, and I get to put my name on it. But so her processes I bought into. So I don't know I was as strategic or thoughtful as you. You put systems and structures and exercises around what I just kind of did.
I can't help myself. It's just how my brain's wired.
It's why we filled each other gap.
Yes,
By the
true.
way, this book isn't just a book we wrote together. We filled each other's gaps in. So I think, to answer your question, I just love people. I was sharing why I'm a feeler, why I'm empathetic, why I want to go the second mile to build the relationship to. I'm just treating people the way I want to be treated. And so that I heard someone say, well, how do you, you've seen me, I've had a lot of interns and young staff come in. How do I recruit team? I got to have team on the kids ministry. And so I'd have them follow me around in this lobby. By the way, we're at Christ Fellowship Stewart Campus, where we did ministry together.
Yes, it's true.
And so it's in this lobby that I would recruit people in that parking lot outside. And so these young leaders would say, what questions do I ask? How do I recruit? Because they're so intimidated. And I would give them questions to ask, like, where are you from? How long you been coming? Are you married? What do you do for a living? And I'd give them 3 or 4 questions, and then they'd come back and say, now what other questions do I ask?
I still don't have a volunteer. What's next?
So I'd have to, and so there is an art form to it. But here's the main thing is, do to others what you wish they'd do to you. Think how understand they're thinking what you're thinking. And if you're intimidated by people, they're waiting for someone to talk to them and notice them. And I'll tell you what, I hate the fallacy of people don't want to go to big churches, they want to go to small churches. That's because they walked into some church and no one talked to them, recognized not just what's your name, but who are you? Who I'm asking questions to find out what's in you.
Yes, exactly.
And you can go, I'll say this also, when you're talking to someone at church in the lobby, you can go deeper, faster. That'd be awkward at CVS Pharmacy at night.
True.
Ooh. But in church, when you're a ministry leader, they see you as the spiritual.
Yes.
And so you can say, what is God speaking to you? You did this so well. And so I think it's just going and asking questions to discover tell me who you are. And if you talk to people about their life, they'll talk to you for hours.
Yes.
As soon as you start talking about your vision and your need, they're looking at their watch. When are you going to be done? That's the secret.
I have talked to churches just about connections, and connections is so foundational, but it's all about connections, it's all about knowing and being known.
Yeah.
So if you have a knowing that your job is to connect, my job is to step into the awkward and connect, then I also know my job is to make someone else feel known. So whatever that takes, and like you're saying, it's those personal questions that you can get away with in a church setting that's not like you said, the pharmacy. I also found, I read the book Strength to Strength, and the author, I forget his name, but the author talks about everyone needs to feel special.
Arthur Brooks.
There you go.
Arthur Brooks is the author.
Yes. Everyone needs to feel special.
Yes.
And I think that's
right.
exactly what you did, Matt.
That's what I'm trying to do, yeah.
You are making people feel special in that moment. They know that you are intent on finding out about them.